How are you today? Hope you're all well today on this rather dull Saturday morning. Right, so I'm going to do a Lavinia based card again today. So that seems to be everybody's favourite. I'm using a variety of things. I've got just got my little blending brushes there. Quite a few stamps. Might not use all of them, but we'll see. A couple of fairies and bits and pieces from the Lavinia range. I'm going to be using my circles and spheres masking stencil set. I'm also going to be using the Inky Puddles by Katkin Krafts Dora Shrive. I do really like this stencil. I like the patterns that it gives. My card base is an A5, as usual really, 15 by 21 centimeters, and my mat is 14 by 20 centimeters, and my top art 13 by 19 centimeters. So we'll get a nice good border around that, like that. Inks, I'm going to be using Distress Oxides. We're using Mowed Lawn, Aged Mahogany, and Fossilized Amber. And for the Versafine Clairs, stamping with, I've got Acorn, I've got Rainforest, and of course we've got Nocturne. So let's see what we can create with today's bits and pieces. Let's put those to one side. Right then, okay, stencils first. Right, I want to do a bit of a sunshiny scene. A bit of a sunshine over this side, but I also want to do it, I want the background to be stenciled, that stenciled pattern. So I'm going to use, what size circle should I use for the sunshine? Use one of these circles for my sunshine. And then I'm going to use this as my background, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Which I think I'll put it, yeah, I'll put it there. And I put that about there. Now I don't want this to move, so I am going to put a bit of tape on it, just to stop things from moving around a little bit. Use a bit of that blue just to stop that sunshine moving in between there. I think the rest of it will probably hold itself. With some fluff stuck on it. Get rid of my fluff. Don't want no fluff stuck on it. I'm just going to put a bit, oh wait, yeah, we'll use this one actually. I'm going to just stick a bit of that to my jumper to make it a bit less sticky, because it does tend to rip my paper, this stuff does. Right. Let's just stick it out there like that, just to give me a bit of stability. Right, so sunshine first, light colours first. I'm going to use my Fossilized Amber. It's just the right kind of yellow. Let me get a bit of scrap to dab my brush on as well. There's a bit in here somewhere, I'm sure. That will do. Just so I don't go too dark. So I want to start off light around where that sunshine is. If you can even see that, it's a bit glary in here, isn't it? A better without that light on. That making a difference? See that a bit more? I can always put it back on. So a little bit lighter around the sunshine. And then I'm just going to come out and fill in all these spaces. Still can't really, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. Can you see what I'm doing there? Yeah. Got a bit of a white out. What's going on with my lighting today? I don't want to come on at all now. So I've lost that light then. So I'm just going to keep adding this yellow. Just for now. Keep it fairly light around the actual sun and get the colour a bit deeper around here. Coming down quite a fair old way. And then I'm going to add the mahogany. Still got that blooming frog in my throat. Don't know what's been going on, I'm sure. Right. Let's try with the mahogany. This might be a little bit dark, but it's a colour I don't use very often, I must admit. I thought today we'll give it a try. So aged mahogany. Oh, that's quite a oh, okay, it's darker than I thought it would be, so I'm going to go quite lightly with this. I'm going to blend it a little bit into some of that yellow. Yes, rather a juicy pad this one as well. And blend it up there a little bit. Something a bit different, isn't it? I think I'm going to go over some of this yellow as well, because that yellow looks a bit stark against the white. So I'm going to blend some of this in to give it an orangey effect. And around the sunshine as well. That's a bit better. It's not quite so stark, is it? That's better. See, I've still got my sunshine patch there. I may have to put a bit of yellow into that. Little pip keep clicking away. There you go. And then I'm going to put some Mowed Lawn at the bottom. So that was my Fossilized Amber and Aged Mahogany. Now I've got Mowed Lawn. I keep my lids on, I don't know why. Right, okay. This is another juicy pad, I believe. Yeah. Yep. So let's go easy with that as well. Again, I'm going to, you know, blend your colours in. You can mix them over. Blend them over into that mahogany and then top up with just my green. Lovely. I'm thinking it might create some little hills. There you go. Right, let's see where we're at with that. I think that might look quite nice. Yeah. Not got much going on at the bottom here, have I? If I bring that down, hopefully it won't look too wrong. Yeah, a bit more green down to the bottom here, I think, yeah. Otherwise, we're a bit bare at the bottom. So that's the thing we use in a square stencil and a rectangle paper. Might look a bit odd because it's not going to... Oh, some paper moved, never mind. That'll do it anyway. There you go. Yeah, quite like that. That's a nice blend. I shall clean that in a bit. It's not necessary for it right now. And I'm going to put a little bit of colour, I think, where that sunshine is. So again, with my masking stencils, the circles and spheres. Right, what we've got here. Is it that one? Oh, I don't know. Smaller than that, isn't it? And that one will do it anyway. Oh, must have had an odd size circle in here then. That's what you get when you don't look after your stuff properly. There you go. So just to don't go too far over. Just with what yellow ink is already on my brush, I'm just going to gently go around that edge. And keeping it white in the centre. So we has the sunshine. I don't know if you can see that in there, ladies and gents. We have a bit of a sunshine just there. Let's make it a little bit more vibrant, shall we? Let's add a little bit more ink on it. There we go. Now you can see we've got a sunshine. That's it, let's push that light out of the way. Let me just get my top lights on. Something's not quite right with my lighting today. If that'll make any difference, but Right. So now, stamping. I do I have to put something around the edge of that or not? I don't know. We'll leave it. Right, stamping. Let's create a little scene. Let's have a look then. What we got? Let's do the fairies first. For fairies, we've got face and we've got fin. So fin. Yeah, looking up at the sunshine, that won't do no good, will it? Right, I'm going to do her standing here. There, I think. Right. I'm running out of space on here. I've got that much stuff with all me my work that I have to do. I'm running out of space to move. Right, Nocturne. It's not a very deep stamp. That's caught all the edge. That's it. Take that off there. I don't want that around the edge of my fairy's face, do I? So well, that's not very dark, is it? Coming out very well. That's better. That's it, the first lot dried out. I mean, camera decided to switch itself off. In the meantime, the ink dried out. There you go. So there we have, that's fin. Fairy Fin. I do like her, she's one of my favourites actually. I think, and also Faith as well, she is as well. Faith. I'm going to do Faith. Love her looking up as well. Yeah. Out there, I think. Let's move them in, make sure it don't pick the paper up. Try and keep my ink pad as flat as possible so as not to get those edges. Oh, just that little bit on her knee. Missed out there. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Lovely. That is my Faith Fairy stamped. I think we'll have a little bunny rabbit. One of these hairs. This is the whimsical hair set. Little Pippin. We'll have him sitting here next to Faith looking up. Well, next to Faith and Finn, isn't he? He's in between the two, so. Do him in brown, I think. Do him in brown. Put a bit of black around the edges. Just for a bit of interest. That's it. Multicolour bonnet. There you go. Makes him stand out nicely. Give him a clean. Put him back in his little packet. Now, before I go on, let's just ground these. Give these a bit of ground. I'll use that bit of scrap that I use for my inks. There's my green again, so this time get that quite juicy and lay down some ground. That's it, we don't want them floating in thin air. Put them in magnets. That's it. Just for the sake of interest, let's put some more ground up here as well. And some across there. Seeing as we all know the world isn't flat. Some texture to it, there you go. Lovely. That's that out of the way. Right, I can now stamp some foliage. And I think I'm going to use this orchard grass. Bring that back to an edge, so we know where we are with it. Just going to put some in, and I'm going to use the Rainforest for this. This is going to be a repeat stamp. I'm going to put some up there as well. Just to add a bit of depth to the picture. A bit up there as well, behind Faith. It looks like it's coming from those hills. Sorry about this bit, this is the boring bit. You just have to keep adding and adding and adding. Build up some depth. I just think it's nice sometimes to have a pattern in the background rather than just a solid you know, ink. It's nice to have a patchy pattern. Maybe we should call this a patchy kind of day. I don't know. Certainly a patchy day here in Leicester, where I live. You've got patches of clouds and a little bit of blue sky out there. Threatening to rain. Forecast to rain. So it is a patchy kind of day. That's it. I think we're about there with that. A bit there, a little bit up there, a bit in the background. There you go. That'll do it, I think. Nothing too heavy there, so that's good. That was my orchard grass. And we've got cherry blossoms. So that is what they're all going to be staring at. And a nice bit of cherry blossom. First blooms, maybe. So that can go across there like that. We'll have that coming in. Actually, I think we'll have two lots. We'll have that bit coming in across the sun. Yeah, that looks good. A bit coming in across the sun. I like that. We'll stamp this in Acorn as well, I think. Oops, I think I need an extra. Need some extra, what's this on that? It's about there, isn't it? Right, Acorn, that's the green. That's Acorn. Say something about these inks. I've had these. These are all my first. I think I've renewed the green and I've renewed the black once in all the years I've had these Versafine Clairs, and they're all still just full on. They're great inks these are. I would like to catch up as well on the new latest colours. Funds are a bit short at the moment, so I've got to wait till I can break into the bank to get some, I suppose. Let's do it. I want it to look like so you've got the main branch coming in. But there you go, about that. Let's give that a go. Yeah, it's picking me paper up, but it won't do once it's got ink on it. Keep that in the corner. Yeah, you know, really good inks, these, for how long I've had them. Many of you probably know as well, you probably all had yours for a long time as well. That don't look too bad, does it? We'll have a little bit, clean it so just in case I don't like where I've put it. I don't want to end up with bits where I don't want them. I want it showing if it's, in case I don't like it. Put that bit there, I think. Yeah, that there. Just that little bit there. Bother stamping all of it. I think that looks okay. Right, that's my stamping done. Oh, actually, almost. Right, that's my cherry blossom. Another one of my favourites. Should we hang some charms down? Should we have a little fairy charm hanging down? Let's have a couple of fairy charms hanging down. We'll have that one. What should I do that in? I'll just do them in oh, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to add blue to the equation. Let's have a bit of blue in there. Blue charms. Why not? Yes. Nice pretty blue charms. There's all three of these, I think. That one just there. Smaller one. Shorter one can hang from just there. Oops, that's practically on our face. So we'll do it from there. Blue again, I think. Just for a change, I usually do them in red. Let's have something different. And last but not least, we'll have this one as well. This one can hang from not that far up from there, I think. This one can go from there. Oh, I don't like that big smudge on the side there. Let's get rid of that before I do. That will be right in the open. There you go. That was lucky, wasn't it? Look, I spotted that. I sort of ended up with a big blob to have to get rid of. And I think I'll hang another one of these ones just over here from the main branch. There we go. So that was the fairy charms. And I think now we'll add some colour to their wings. I think that's looking quite pretty. We'll colour the flowers in. We'll do those in this pinky colour. And there's lots of them to colour, so bear with. Just going to whiz that colour around there like that. I'm not going to be too fussy with it. This is one of the Pentel dual metallics, and it's like metallicing with glitter. And also you get two colours shades in it. This one is pink and gold. Isn't that what it says on there? Light pink, metallic green and gold even, and you can actually see the green glitter in this. I will show you in a moment. So I'm just going to scribble a bit of ink in all of these flowers. Give them some colour. Lovely cherry blossom. About the right shade of pink as well, this. I do love my dual metallic pens. I love that shimmer that they give and that extra sparkle with having the glitter in it as well. It makes them beautiful. Sounds like Posty's just dropped something through my door. Right, that's my fairy blossoms all coloured in. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean by these pens. You can see that. Are you catching that shimmer? Yeah. Kind of pink, but then you get that green and gold shimmer when it hits the light. Lovely. Right, wings. Let's have a look then. I think we'll do hers. Let's do Faith with this nice, what's this one? Green with metallic blue. Is that the same? And that's also a green with metallic blue, but that's a light green with metallic blue and red. Nice. I'm going to go darker at the base. Like that. and lighter as we go out. Let's see how that blends. Yeah, blending all right together, don't they? I have to have a fairy with green wings because green is my favourite colour when all said and done. So we've got green wings there. Lovely shimmer on that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we'll have, what colour should we do? Fin. It's pinky red colour. That might be nice. What on the outside though? Perhaps purple. What's that? Light violet with metallic red and blue. I'm going to start her off with purple at the base then, this purpley colour. And then I'm going to bring in this lovely red, pinky red. What is this one? Pink with metallic pink, okay. Yes, it is pink, it's a darker shade. And that blends in nicely to our purple wings. At that end, I'm just going to go over a little tendrils that hang off our wings. Don't really know what the proper name would be for those actually. There you go. It's all part of our wings anyway. There we go. Yes, and I think I'll do that actually with hers as well, with Finn. She's got little tendrils coming down as well. Colour those, make them visible. Just follow where they go. Where that one's going to. Oh, that one goes there. One that comes there and one that comes there. That's it. Pretty. She can have the same on the tips of her, whatever you call these as well. Yeah. And maybe we'll give these a bit of a sparkle as well. We'll go with these beautiful bright blues. Blue with a hint of green. Yeah, blue with metallic green. So these will probably end up looking more green than blue. Let's have a look. We've got to have these having a nice sparkle, haven't they? That's it. There. What do you think to that then? Pretty. Very pretty. Right, let's move those out of the way. Put the rest together. Hopefully my glue's not dried up at the end. It usually does. Oh, it should be good. Should be good to go. I don't like doing this bit under the camera because it comes right up. I'm sorry about that. that level, isn't it? Maybe not quite there. I'll have to do slightly on the doodle, but never mind. And then that can go on there like that. Try not to dip my sleeve in it as well. And there we go. Lay that down on there. And try and level that up a bit. The black stuck down really fast. I couldn't move it. So that's that on there. Lovely sparkles. That's really nice actually. I'm quite happy with how that's come out. Didn't know if it would be a bit too patchy, but I think I quite like that. Where's my fine paintbrush? There it is. Let's get my fine paintbrush on the go now. Yeah, still a little bit wet from yesterday, luckily, in that lid, so a little bit of highlight here and there, so these hearts can all have a little bit of highlight. Like that. And I do usually put a little splash or two on the wings like that, just to add some shine. Not that they're not shiny enough, but just to... Yeah, I needed that drip in here, thank you very much. Just adds a little bit of extra on the wings. Like that. A little bit on her face. Yeah. And the same for Finn, a little bit on her face as well. A little bit on bun. I think that'll do it. Not too much to do. A little bit around her patterns in her wings. There you go. Job's a good one. That again was my Bleedproof white. And there we have a finished card. Okay. Finn and Faith staring at blue charms hanging from the pink blossom tree. And little Pippin joining in. So there's my card for today. My lovely people, I do hope you enjoyed this demo. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again next time. Bye.